welcome to Real Talk Live with Barry and Arnette. Listen, I hope you guys just had a wonderful Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and all those wonderful festivities and what have you. I know you all are just happy to be alive on this Monday. You survived this weekend. What an expensive Saturday this past Saturday was because it was Christmas. What's going on, love?
Nothing much. Let it be said that I forgot how to do the electric stop slide. Y'all know.
Listen, you and I both, I think we both was a little out of sync. That's because our age is telling. However, we still got to move. We can still move.
Yeah.
We can still move. But listen, let's get into this show. And you all know we can't do nothing without starting this show off right with some motivation so that we can have a prosperous and a blessed week.
Yes. It's the holiday season, and we have to remember that even though many of us are excited and happy and, just joyous, there are a lot of us walking around here who are depressed, sad, lonely, heartbroken. So we have to be very careful how we treat each other, especially during this time of the year, because I would hate to be the cause that pushes someone over the edge, and so just be mindful of smile, words of encouragement, and just how you're doing, and have a wonderful day or a wonderful week. You never know how much that can uplift someone else. So make sure to always be kind. Happy holidays.
All right. That's right. Always make sure to be kind and courteous, because that is so important in this day and time. I agree with you 100%, because let's not all assume that everyone has their loved ones with them. You may have waken up with your spouse, your significant other, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your children, but those of you all right here in Portsmouth, you all know what we just come out of a year. We're almost at the end of the year, and we have almost 40 homicides this year, and a lot of them were children. So a lot of parents woke up this past Saturday without their children. So our hearts and prayers really go out to them for this particular show. We really are praying for you all, that the scripture reminds us that earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. So we're going to take it one day at a time.
Yes.
One day at a time. One day at a time. So that's right. You all know what this means. All right. It is now time for breaking news. That's right. We're going to start off with some local news first. What do we have from the local news?
Okay, y'all, we're going to turn off from, all the murders in our city. I want to talk about some news I got from Wavy.com. It was by Sarah Fearing. A Portsmouth man named Troy McFarlane, who's 27, was sentenced to more than 10 years in prison on charges of conspiracy, fraud, identity theft, and failure to appear. McFarlane worked with another man to commit credit card fraud at the expense of more than a dozen identity theft victims in multiple financial institutions. Now listen, they used the credit cards and debit cards that have been re-encoded with information that has been stolen, right? And then they bought luxury cars, rentals, a hotel stay, dining expenses, motorcycle equipment, furniture, prepaid gift cards, and a $14,310 Rolex watch. Now listen to this, y'all. Now this is gonna be a problem in Portsmouth. Again, McFarlane was arrested on July 31st, 2020. Then he was released to a third-party custodian in Portsmouth, and they required him to submit to location monitoring. On October 24th, 2020, he removed the monitor and fled. He was rearrested March 4th, 2021. Now, his whereabouts between all that time were unknown, but during his second arrest, during that time though, before his second arrest, he had released multiple music videos about his lack of remorse for his crimes, and he boasted about moving that monitor device So during his second arrest, they also found more debit cards in his possession that was associated with suspected fraud. Scammer. And so, listen, one thing I want to say is this. Stop telling people all your business. When I know a lot of people do online dating, okay? Stop telling people your favorite colors. Stop telling them your favorite foods. Stop telling them your favorite cars. Stop participating in all that online questionnaires, that gaming. What have you ever done? Have you ever dove or skydiving and all that stuff? Stop doing all those questionnaires, because that is how they get your information to your passwords. I know you don't really realize that. You think it's all fun and games, but no. And then when you do that, who's in your list? You know how you be like, such and such scream, such and such cook oatmeal, whatever. That's how they get to your friends. And they start putting this stuff together, because this is what they do. They have all that time to put this stuff together. Trust me, I know about scammers. It put all that stuff together. Listen, I haven't even talked to some scammers. And I mean, as I'm talking to them, I'm background checking them, and I'm catching them in lies. I'm taking their pictures and doing searches on their pictures while they talking to
Y'all
me.
know she the police.
And yeah, and I even told them that I was former law enforcement, and they still was trying me. I'm dropping their pictures in the searches and stuff as I'm talking to them.
And remember, there's never no such thing as former. She is the police.
Oh yeah, I would turn you in. And so they, at the end of the conversation, I'm like, but you telling me that you this, that, and the other, or do this? You're an imposter. But see, as you're talking to them, they're asking you, what are your favorite colors? And so I'm like, oh, I just love gold. You're not, I ain't telling you to lie. I'm telling you to hang up on them. But I just do it because I can. And I know that they scammers.
Yeah. So, except for now, let's go into this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
She called me one day, y'all.
Okay.
She called me. She said, "Bro, I may be going to jail." I said, "What you going to jail? What you going to jail for, love? We know you ain't did nothing. What in the world going on?" She told me, "Bro, the detectives are calling me." Tell them a little bit about that you can't.
Yes. What happened was I was dealing with this Nigerian, and he is an actor. I mean, everything was real. Everything was like. We talked, we called each other. My mama talked to him, Miss G talked to him, everything. So that part won't fade. And he sent me a birthday gift, and then I sent him something. Well, however, they got my information and whatnot, and they tried to scam me. But see, I was too smart for that, so I called straight to, I think I called Barry first, but I ended up calling Department of Justice.
Yeah,
I started making phone calls and investigating and finding out certain things, that the Department of Justice wouldn't do and won't do, you know what I'm saying, and reported all that stuff, because I'm gonna help them catch you, But what I advise you guys to do, if they're calling you, you call. It's okay to find love overseas, that's fine, but if they video you and they show you a video and it look like a voiceover, trust and believe it's a voiceover. It's not the person. Don't trust her. And it's not just Nigerians. It's you got
right here in P-Town.
Yeah, you got people here. You got Pakistanians doing it. You got people all over doing it. So don't think it's just the Niger boys. And I have to say that because y'all know that my DNA is Nigerian. And so it's not just them, but be very careful about your information that you put out. I am very careful about my friends list on Facebook. I don't play with my people, and so I ask y'all to do the same. Be careful, please. Stop telling your business. It's not just games. It's somebody watching your page.
Yes.
For your
that person was very busy. And
yes.
cut the ankle bracelet off and everything, and had most stuff. When I tell you.
But the thing with that was enforcement. You know how they always say they keep letting these criminals out, and then he got let out. I don't know what happened, the consequences surrounding that, but he got let out, cut that thing off, went and did the same thing all over again.
And speaking of that, someone I ran into this past weekend at the barber shop. They said, Bird, they said a guy just got out of jail. They said he got the whole Lincoln Park tattooed on his back. I said, okay. What telling me that for? They said, because he said he is willing to do whatever it takes to get back in jail. And I said, well, hold up. Most people are willing to do whatever it takes to stay out of jail. You telling me that he said what he did the first time, he willing to do that and then some, to go back. I said, okay, he must got a boyfriend or somebody that he missed, because I ain't never known nobody. They said, well, we know you in the community activist. We just thought we'd let you know that just be careful out here in these streets.
Well,
I tell these people to be careful.
What's the purpose of the whole Lincoln Park?
I don't know, but do he not know that Lincoln Park is now going bye-bye? Like, he gonna be mad when he look in the mirror and see that what's on his back don't look like what's out there. That might set him off right then and there and cause him to really want to go.
Well, it's too hot in here for me to be laughing like this.
When he go to the left, he gonna go out there to Graham Street. What the hell is going on around here? He gonna have somebody hold that mirror up. He gonna be looking in the mirror and looking like this don't look like this. Look, it ain't us, bro. It is not us at all.
But we understand, because they say you get much joy with a big booty boy.
Oh, Lord, yes, she is law enforcement. We just told you. I've never heard that before. My Lord. Oh, thank God I'm losing still. I'm still slimming a little bit. Ain't no big booty boy over here. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's right. Breaking news still from around the world, but somewhat local. We're going to go up to Fairfax, Virginia. Fairfax, Virginia police officers protected a sex trafficking ring in exchange for free sex from the victims. The federal lawsuit was filed by the civil rights attorney Victor Glasberg on behalf of some of the Puerto Rican women, only identified as Jane Doe. In the suit, the officers tipped off the tracking ring before police run sting operation to take down its advertisements on sites such as Backpage and other websites, according to Newsweek. I'm going to start right there because, first of all, one of the people that's named in this lawsuit is the chief of police.
They do a lot of that.
They covered up this, but this is my issue, though. First of all, they wrong. Let me issue that disclaimer because I don't need y'all emailing love, talking about some bird be shaming himself. He wasn't concerned about them women hurt. No, they were wrong. But if you gonna do something wrong, how you gonna cover? These people are getting millions of dollars, and all you want is some free handouts.
They must be starved.
They must be ugly. They must be ugly forever and ever. Amen. Okay, they must can't get nothing. Cause I'm not gonna risk my career over some booty. You're gonna have to pay me. I'm just saying, y'all making millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars off these women, and the only thing I want is to hit for free.
Let's say some dirty. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I done had some people risk their careers over some booty.
But let's be fair. Hold up, but let's be fair. But they didn't have the option of money. All I'm saying is, if you have a whole company and you smuggling women into the country and stealing them and selling them on the black market, you get paid big money.
Yeah.
And if you want my help, I need a cut of that. I don't need to hit that. I just need a cut of that.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But as you said, they must be some ugly people. They must couldn't get nothing. They couldn't get nothing because it's just very sad. But yeah, that's right here in Fairfax, Virginia. This happened last week, and I'm just glad they got these monsters and these predators off of our police force.
That's right. That's right.
Yes. So.
And to remember, all police aren't bad police.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because I stand with my brothers and sisters in blue.
Yeah, did y'all see? I told y'all she police. She is police. She is police. Well, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It is now time for the weather report with the theologist herself, Sister So-and-so. Welcome, Sister So-and-so. It's been some time since we've last seen you and what have you. It's good to see you,
and feel on you and rub on you. I know you miss rubbing on me because I know your husband don't rub you as much as I rub you.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, time to change the conversation.
But at least she didn't say it was a lie.
Because I'm not a liar.
Oh, praise him.
All right, so with that being said, I'm not going to lie to you about the weather. I tell you, it is going to be marvelous. Marvelous. We're looking at Tuesday. You know what it is today. But you know it's going to be awfully cold tonight. It's going to be cold, chilly, because winter started last week. And I just want you to know, if you have a heater or a hot blanket or somebody to snuggle with, you're going to need them because you're going to be freezing. Come tomorrow, it's going to be mostly cloudy.
That was shade towards you and I, because she know you and I single.
It's going to be mostly cloudy in the 60s. And later on that night, it's going to be in the 50s. It can get as low as 49 degrees. So please, do what you have to do during the day in order that you can stay safe at night and keep your children safe. We're going to have mostly cloudy on Wednesday. 61, going to get low in the 50s that night. We're going to have light winds all during the week. Light winds. Every day the UV rays are going to be very low. I want you to know that every day the sun is going to rise and set at the same time. So that's why it gets dark early. It'll be getting dark around 4, 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. So prepare yourselves. When it gets dark, the sun has gone down. So you have to prepare yourself. Come Thursday, we're going to have the best weather. You know, I love it when it rains. It's just something about rain, how cozy it gets on the inside. And the temperature's going to be low. 58 degrees during the day, 48 at night. That Friday, scattered showers again. See, it's getting damp, and it's going to get colder because of the weather. So, and the chance of rain for both days between 30 and 40%. That Saturday, which we are going to love, it's a new year. And we don't want to be sick coming into the new year. So we have to take care of ourselves. And it's going to be showers off and on all day long. 63 to 44 degrees. So we have to take care of ourselves. And the chance of rain for that day is 30%. So I just want to say, be blessed with the weather. Take care of yourself. And, look out for yourselves because it is winter. Don't take no chances. And while I'm sitting here, I have a question. Christmas has passed us. And I've heard a lot of people talking about what to purchase for the children and how much they enjoyed buying for the grandchildren. My question to these two lovely people is this. Do you spend, should you spend, or do you think it's appropriate to spend more money on your grandchildren than you do your teenage or younger child?
Okay, well, let me tackle that. But before I go into that, disclaimer for the audience, okay? This segment was already written in. I just need to try to find out why the hell felt the need to lead us into this segment.
You might leave her.
I told y'all, listen, love is blinded by love, because that's her mother. She is trying to take over our show, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she is trying to take over. She already said y'all are her people, okay? That's the first thing. I keep telling her these are our people, okay? But we'll go ahead on and deal with that. I'm going to write her up after the show, okay? But we'll just go ahead on and deal with that, okay? She said, "Oh, y'all will not bring me into this segment. I'm gonna bring y'all in. Let me show y'all how it's really done."
Y'all, it is hot in here. And that's what my size. Y'all gotta excuse me.
Oh my God!
The bird got me laughing.
Listen, first of all, I feel like it's okay because your grandchildren are a gift. They are a gift from God, and the good thing about grandkids is you can get them, and then when they get on your nerve, you can go and give them away. You just go get them. But you can't do that to your child. Your child get on your nerve, he or she just gonna get on your nerve.
They wreck your house, they're just gonna wreck your house. You can't get them back. So that is the benefit, Sister So-and-so, of why we should give to our grandkids more. Because when they get on our nerve, we can give them, we can pack them up. And you can't call CPS on me for packing their clothes up and packing their bag and saying, call your mama, your daddy. Okay?
But see, well, now Barry can answer it that way because Barry's son is grown. My son is still a teenager. And so what I try to do is whatever I spend on I have 4 grandchildren. So whatever I spend on them, I try to equate the same amount on my son. So if I spend $400 on them, he gets $400 or more. That's how I do it. Okay, so and then I try not to. Now there has been Christmas where I have purchased all of their Christmas, So yeah, I probably went over more than what he got, but he got it in the back end because he might want some shoes, he might want this, some
Birthdays,
mm-hmm.
other days.
And just in between, period. And then I get it. But normally, like with this Christmas, if I spent $400 on them, he got $400. Okay? And then he also got pre-Christmas gifts. And he did, which was equivalent to what I spent on my grandchildren.
Ooh,
already.
okay.
And he knew it was a pre-Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying?
Sister So-and-so want to add something. Go ahead, Sister So-and-so.
Yeah, because I asked the question because I truly feel as though being a grandparent about 100 children, thanks to my son,
Ooh.
I feel like grandparents, if you're not raising the grandchildren in your home, it's okay to give the grandchildren, but we have to remember that our children, thank you, Bishop Barry Randall, our children are a gift. That's the first gift. You can't get the grandchildren until God has blessed you with the gift of the children.
Ooh.
And we have to remember that once they're grown, that's it, they're gone. So we have to give them something to remember so they can be just as good to their children. It's okay to be good to your grandchildren. But we have to remember that our first responsibility, if the grandchildren have parents, especially able-bodied parents, that our the first thing that we need to do is to take care of our own children. Ooh. And to make sure that they're happy.
She is throwing shade.
And then give the grandchildren the grandparent gift. I mean, we love them to death, but we have to remember our place. Because sometimes giving too much will make the parents a little lazy, trifling, sorry, irresponsible.
But that's what I didn't do this year. I did not give too much.
Excuses.
No, I normally will take and buy all of the grandkids' gifts. And then they were living with me at the time too. But this year I didn't. I strategically planned, I'm going to get this, this, and this. And that's what I did. And I didn't go overboard. And I don't even know why Sister So-and-so acting like I did, because I didn't go overboard this year. And I'm very proud and pleased with what I did, because I normally do wait to the last minute and hit those stores and boom, 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 and spend. But this year, not going to happen. And I'm not buying grown folks nothing either, unless it's my mama. And I don't really expect gifts. I just really don't. I'd rather my son take what he would give to me and spend it on his own kids. But my mama give me gifts. She does do that.
Well, I cook for my family. That's my Christmas gift. I don't give gifts out, but I must admit I do give it to my grandkid. It is crazy that I break that one rule and
it's
I give it to them.
It's nothing wrong with that, because if your children are grown, then your grandchildren are the ones that you should make sure that you look out for. But if you have children that are under an adult age, we have to remember that they're not grown and they're children, and they're going to be children. And when they see you doing more for the grandchildren, they're not going to think about it as the sweet thing that mama's doing. They look at it as being neglected. So we have to be very careful when it comes to how we give to our children and our grandchildren. There's nothing wrong with spoiling your grandbabies. But remember that your baby
First of all,
Comes
I don't even
first.
know where all this come up at because her grandchild, which happens to be my son,
Must be the favorite. That's what I'm going to ask. Trey must be the favorite.
I believe he is. He was normally everybody's favorite, his little bad self. But this is the thing. He wanted some Yeezys shoes, tennis shoes,
Yeezys?
which was
I can't afford
$200. Yeah,
Yeezys.
they were $200, and I was like, not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm not buying Yeezy nothing. And that's how it all stemmed. And I didn't buy Yeezy shoes, but he was able to get back online and figure out what he wanted, and we got it, and we made it happen. And he got everything he wanted. Everything.
The shoes.
Yes, he didn't get Yeezys, and I'm not going to buy Yeezys on no off-season. I don't even like buying Kanye West brand stuff. But he got everything else that he wanted.
Well, my question has been answered, and I want you in the public to give your opinion about the question. Appreciate you.
Yeah, but I think we've gotten to the gist of this. I think
Yes.
what it boils down to is Trey must have got to his grandmother, sister so-and-so, and the real issue is he didn't get those Yeezys because the mother said here, and I saw her, and she said he didn't get the shoes. So she's mad that her grandson did not get those Yeezys. And she feel like he could have got, oh God, thank God for discernment. I heard God speaking. She feel like he could have got those Yeezys had mama had not spent the money on the grandbaby.
As much money.
Right. See, I told you.
See?
Flesh and blood did not reveal this. but
God
my
is
Father.
good.
Yes,
He wouldn't have got them Yeezys had I spent $2 on the grandbabies because I do not give billionaires my $200. Not gonna happen. I'm just not gonna do it. And they ugly too.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
Problem solved.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Sister So-and-so, for
You're
coming
welcome.
up here, airing out the family dirty laundry.
I know, right?
Thank God that's your mama. If y'all was sisters, ponytails would have been flying.
That's how she do.
Well, listen, before we wrap up this show, love, just, real quickly, I just wanted to tell the audience we appreciate them.
Yes.
This has been remarkable 6 months. Oh my God, time has flown.
Let's tell the truth though. It has been remarkable and it has been difficult.
Yes.
We done almost got into fist fights.
Yes.
But
Yes.
look, it's so funny because me and Barry fussed and then like a couple days will go by and it's like we just so nice. Oh, we'll fuss before a show.
Yes.
And
Right.
then it's like it never happened.
It never happened. Or we'll fuss about something and she'll be like, well, if you want to do it that way, that's fine. Or we'll fuss about something. I'm like, well, if you want to do it that way, it's fine. But then why would I even fuss about it when what she wanted to do? But that's because she's an alpha female and I'm an alpha male.
Yeah.
But if she give me a little bit, then I'll be a little nicer.
He sure would.
Oh, I can't believe I said that on air. Excuse me, y'all.
Well, I had to put it this way.
The blood of Jesus. The
That's
blood
right.
rebuke you.
But-
Remember that show with Martin and the man? He was out with Gina the preacher.
Yeah.
He said, I rebuke
That's
you.
So stupid. But yes, this show has, we had a great time.
Yes.
I think Bernard quit having time.
Whew.
He done threatened, this gonna be it. And when we finish this season, Bernard ain't going nowhere. We had
But
too
listen,
much
y'all,
fun.
we do have a lot of fun, but this is work. This is work, but we do it for the love of the people, and we're just so excited. We have some game shows coming.
Yes.
If you all want your family to be involved, we want to do some family feud, and we're not talking about fist fighting. We're talking about some good, clean fun, a family feud that we can air it on Real Talk Live, and we really won't have to do that ASAP because we want nobody to steal our idea. We look up somebody else playing.
We telling y'all what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do Family Feud. We're gonna do some raffles.
Yes.
We can have you get you where you can win some money. We're gonna do a meet and greet. We're telling you now. So
Yes.
anybody that come behind us, don't worry about telling you wait no Real Talk Live meet and greet because
Yeah.
it's gonna be all the way live.
Yeah, and start watching all the way to the end, even when you see us going out dancing, because we're gonna start putting a question at the end, asking you guys. For example, we may put out there like I would like to do a show. If you haven't spoken to your mother, if if you have not spoken to your mother, we would like to reunite you guys
Help you
on
out.
Real Talk Live or stuff like that. Or if you haven't spoken with your dad, or you don't know who your real dad is, but you heard he lives in Portsmouth or he lives in Suffolk, and you want to just come and tell us your story, we want to bring you
Yeah,
on.
as
for
a
stuff
matter of
like that.
fact, you saying that, maybe I'll see if my sister, y'all know I just found out we had a sister this
Look
year.
just like her, just a lighter version.
She looks just like me. It's like chocolate and vanilla.
Yes.
And so maybe she'll come on the show and we can talk about
Yes.
that just to start that episode series out.
And I'm gonna tell you, so I'm glad you brought it up, and I try to be respectful because that is a private matter. But being that she brought it up, that will be something good because in the black community, we always feel like we can't jive because y'all know that sister so and so is her biological mother, and we feel like those types of stories can't be because how people feel or people mad and what have you, and that we shouldn't be that way. We should be able to get along. What has happened has happened. You can't change the past, and whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, that's your sister, despite the fact that she got another mama. Which means that obviously your dad stepped out on your mom. So, but that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. We gotta let love abound and just do some great things. And that's what we want to do. We want to bring great inspiration to the show. A lot of times I try to keep it comical to keep your interest because we don't want to lose viewership. So when you see me go off script and bringing in little jokes and things like that, it's really to keep your attention and just to kind of make the show fun. But by all means, this is not a message show.
Yeah.
We're not here to start rumors or anything like that. I'm looking forward to hopefully bringing the Commonwealth Attorney Stephanie Morales on this year, the mayor, the city
That would
manager. So we're going to send out invitations
That
this
would be
week.
very nice.
We're sending out invitations this week to get everything going and what have you, so that we can start asking the hard questions.
And answering some of your questions because we pay attention to social media.
Right.
And we see that you guys have a lot of questions, a lot of concerns, and maybe we could help get that out because actually our viewing is growing.
Yes.
Even when we did our review of the last 6 months, we didn't get less than 300 views from basically the reruns.
Yes, so that lets us know that you all are interested. We're thankful for that. We're very thankful. We're not boasting or bragging. We're grateful because people don't have to watch your show. And people don't have to be kind to you. So we are grateful to your generosity and your kindness. So so look forward to that. We're going to get busy and bring you guys some good hot shows.
And I'm definitely looking forward to that meet and greet, which will be part of one of our shows as well. We're going to highlight the meet and greet.
Yeah.
And I do want to say this, since Barry had brought it up about the families. In my family, the meeting of the new sister and the acceptance of my younger sister, because this worked perfectly because nobody got out of order. I was still the oldest. The new sister was under me, and then the last two were right where they were. So everybody was happy, okay? But it could have never worked if we didn't have a mother the way like we had. It was her who made sure that we did not show any bias to our youngest sister because she had a different mother, and it was my mom that taught us that we still have to love her because she's our sister, even the new one. So I thank God for that because I'm the type of person that I will set boundaries. I will cut you off. I will say, no, I'm not going to deal with you, and I will stop. But it's sister so-and-so that keeps me going, that keeps, pushing me towards doing the right thing. Even though I'm a preacher, I still struggle with certain things, and I will cut a person off quickly. But sister so-and-so pushes me into doing the right thing. So I thank God for her. If your mother's still with you, just thank God that, you're fortunate. And y'all wouldn't believe how many people are jealous of the fact that I still have my mom. It's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it is the truth. It is the truth that people are jealous because God has blessed me to keep my mom. But the thing is, it's not about me. It's because there's more work for her to do on this earth.
That's right. Y'all look like y'all can be sisters. So God is in the blessing business, and we're just so thankful. So just get ready. And hopefully we can do that meet and greet around Valentine's Day for folk that don't have nobody, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I got plenty of people that wants me. They just don't make enough money.
Oh,
But for
yeah.
us single folk, you know, we can definitely, and love don't want to share her money. She don't mind letting you know she won't share money. Because if we could just go ahead and be together, I won't have to get to know nobody. I know she got an attitude problem, I got an attitude problem, whatever. She just don't want to give up that check. I just need her to give up some of that check. Give me a weekly allowance. Give me a little weekly allowance, and we go ahead and make this thing work, okay? We
You
already
better
know
make
each
this
other.
show work.
Okay.
So we can make money in our sleep.
Yes. So that's the thing. That's the goal. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that, so we can do something around Valentine's Day and what have you. And y'all don't try to act grand and you got a date because you know you ain't got nobody. That's why you watch us every Monday night because you ain't got nobody. Okay. So come on and join us out here for a meet and greet and have a wonderful time and what have you. So just before we leave the show, you all know what time it is. She gets on my nerve. Why she wants to hate on my joke?
Go ahead, don't include me.
Oh my goodness. How do you piss off a robot? Anybody out there in the audience want to know how do you piss off a robot? Push his buttons.
That wasn't bad for me. That wasn't a bad one. Okay.
Listen. Happy New Year's, because we won't be back till next year.
Happy New Year.
Many blessings to you and your family. We want y'all to have a wonderful life, a life of abundance, new money, new wealth, new opportunities, new relationships, new connections, new careers, new ideas. We speak blessings over you and your household from Barry and Arnette and Sister So-and-so from Real Talk Live. Until next Monday, we'll see you.